Today, Wednesday the 3rd of June, is the day of Irene Buckley's funeral, and I know that many of you would have attended had the service been able to take place in church. So I decided that today I would dedicate the blog post to Irene. Margaret Silf, as many of you now know, rewrote many ancient stories, but she also wrote some herself, one of which tells of a Norwegian artist who loved to create ice sculptures. And every winter he would go to the Arctic North and camp in a shack beside the frozen river. And then he would go out and hack out huge lumps of ice from the river, and he would make beautiful shapes from them. Knowing that he couldn't take them into the warmth of the shack, he would place them on the smooth surface of the frozen river, where he could take pleasure from them daily. And many people got to know about this, and often they would travel several miles to come and see these sculptures. One visitor asked him, "Does it not sadden you that when the spring thaws come, your art will disappear back into the river?" "Not at all," he replied, "for this is our life. For a short time we take material form, and we have the unique opportunity to express that spirit that dwells within us. If we express the nature of that spirit truthfully, others will find inspiration from it, and then when the time is right, we shall return to our source, and all is well." We all have something of the Spirit of God within us. Do we express that clearly? Can it be experienced? Irene expressed herself honestly. There was no pretense about her. What you saw was what you got. She was the person that showed dogged determination. An example of which was when she came to my licensing service, and at the end, as people were passing by and shaking my hand and going into the hall, Irene said, "I was determined to come today." She said, "I haven't been out for several weeks, but I wasn't going to miss this." And I said to her, "Well, I'm really pleased that you came. I hope you continue to be well enough to come out. But since you have come to see me, I think perhaps I should come to see you." And so I did. And she made me smile with her upbeat manner and her tales of Frank and his motorbike and the various places they visited over the years. She was proud of her children and her grandchildren, of whom there were many photographs in her living room. I got the impression that she wasn't a lady to be trifled with, and yet she was full of love. It shone from her. She was an inspiration. And like those ice sculptures, she goes back to her source. She came from God who created her, and she will go back to God. So let's give thanks for Irene's life, for her example, and let us determine to show in our own unique way something of the Spirit of God that dwells within us, knowing that in due course we too will return to Him. Amen.